Before excavating a grave, the man always picks up a piece of soil, carefully tastes it, and only allows his assistant to proceed after confirming there are no issues. But this time, he encounters something beyond his control. He picks up the soil, meticulously tastes it as usual, and immediately spits it out upon detecting an unusual flavor. The tombstone lacks even a name. Standing atop the grave, the man surveys the feng shui of the site, his expression turning solemn. Scrutinizing the tombstone again, he discovers only a string of numbers starting with 3 and 8. Perplexed, he inquires with his client about who chose this burial plot. The client reveals it was a monk named Fox Sect. But the man feels the grave is too plain, not befitting the client's status. The client, worried about grave robbers, deliberately designed it this way. Though the client's answer seems reasonable, the man's 40 years of feng shui experience tells him there are too many irregularities with this grave. He declines the commission, much to his colleagues' dissatisfaction, as the remuneration is substantial enough for them to retire. They demand the man's rationale. It turns out, Jack is South Korea's most renowned feng shui master with 40 years of experience in grave feng shui, yet he has never encountered such an uncanny tomb. Following common sense, a grave should not exist here. Jack worries that casually disturbing it will bring trouble upon them all. From the moment they ascended the mountain, Jack noticed abnormalities. The entire mountain was sealed off, perpetually shrouded in dense yin energy. Foxes, an ominous sign for burial sites, appeared on the mountain. People avoid foxes when selecting grave locations. Yet here, everything that shouldn't be present converges. Jack realizes this is someone's deliberate doing, ultimately aimed at cultivating an evil spirit. One misstep and they could all lose their lives. But his companions are unwilling to forgo this lucrative opportunity. They visit the client's home to further discuss countermeasures. The client's wealth was inherited from his grandfather, but ever since the grandfather's burial, strange occurrences plagued the family. First, the client's older brother died in an accident. Then, his father developed dementia. His wife suffered recurrent miscarriages. The hard-earned newborn son cried incessantly since birth, with even the best hospitals unable to determine the cause. The baby now resides in the ICU. The client fears for his own well-being if the root cause remains unidentified. He contacts the medium Lucy, who possesses clairvoyant abilities. She discovers the issue lies with the client's family grave. A displeased deceased ancestor is tormenting the descendants. However, Lucy is not well versed in feng shui and grave excavation, so she reaches out to Jack and Zach. Witnessing the newborn's torment, Jack empathizes deeply. He questions the client again, suspecting deliberate concealment of information. The client doesn't understand Jack's implication. Jack then reveals the string of numbers on the tombstone. Though unfamiliar with Fox Sect, he knows such precise coordinates must hide a secret. Rashly relocating the grave would be perilous. At an impasse, Lucy conceives a clever idea. She knows a witchcraft ritual that can kill an animal as a sacrifice to the gods, transferring misfortune onto the animal. It's a deceptive art. First, find 5 grave diggers and 5 sacrificial pigs born in the year of the pig. Connect them through a specific method. When they excavate the grave, the nefarious energy will transfer to the pigs. As Zach begins reciting the prayer and Sam starts drumming, Lucy commences the ritual. She approaches a scorching iron barrel, plunges her hands inside, smears the black ash on her face, and finally slices the pig's body. Now the client can begin digging the grave, but must first knock on it 3 times. The ceremony enters its most critical stage.